Tonight, a salmonella outbreak linked to cantaloupe continues to expand, with 34 states now reporting cases. The CDC reports that Minnesota has the highest number of cases in the country. So far, 15 people here have gotten sick and 2 of them have died. Now, federal officials are adding new recalls, which include pre-cut cantaloupe products. Jennifer Hoff here with the very latest. Hi, Jennifer.
Chris, the severity of this outbreak is due to a pretty rare strain of salmonella that epidemiologists determine doesn't really discriminate, infecting people from the age of 1 to 91, leading them to believe it's common in schools and nursing homes.
The latest salmonella outbreak is hitting Minnesota especially hard, with 15 cases now, the most across the country.
That's concerning. That's a lot of people getting sick from it.
Minnesota Department of Health epidemiologists said genetic testing identified the similar strain, matching the bacteria of whole and cut cantaloupe products made in Mexico. That prompted federal officials to recently recall several brands.
If some of those specific cantaloupe have been recalled, then why do the cases still continue to seemingly grow?
There is a delay between the time that people get sick and the time that we find out about them. The part that we don't know is, are we seeing new cases that were exposed recently?
It's also possible there's cross-contamination between other products during mass processing, which is part of what's called the Department of Agriculture's traceback investigation.
Which is ultimately taking that food item from the store shelf or the restaurant where you might have eaten it all the way back to where it was grown. There are boots on the ground, of course, at any facilities where this product might be.
Most cases involve symptoms like diarrhea and fever spread by feces, particularly amongst this fruit that's growing on the ground.
Especially, where there's critters about. And you can wash produce, but that doesn't always guarantee you're going to wash off all the salmonella. And if you think about the surface of a cantaloupe, it's pretty rough.
Their best advice: cooperate with officials if you get sick to help pinpoint a source and avoid certain cantaloupe as that investigation continues.
Because if we don't have a starting point, it's really difficult to then keep looking for the product.
We did post a pretty detailed list of all of the affected melons from both the Centers for Disease Control and Food and Drug Administration at KARE11.com. The doctor in this story saying if you have symptoms that last longer than even just a couple days, go to the doctor right away, and that the young and old and people with compromised immune systems, Chris, are the ones who are at most risk here.
Yeah, it's scary that it spread so far and so wide, and that Minnesota happens to be the worst of the case right now.
The hot spot right now, for sure.
Yeah, appreciate it.